A few moments later.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Gabriella and I am based in New York City, but I'm originally from Hong Kong. And if you saw my last 3 vlogs, I was actually in Hong Kong during the entire month of January. I was there to visit my family and my friends there, and it was just so nice because I got to spend time with everybody there and also spend Chinese New Year with my family there. So it was so sweet, so wholesome, and it was just a really sweet reunion. I also got to see my 16-year-old dog as well, who I grew up with. He's still doing so good for his age. So it was really nice to just spend time with him as well. But I'm back in New York City. I've been back since Friday. So today is a Wednesday. Today is the first day where I finally got over my jet lag. This was honestly one of the worst jet lags I've ever experienced, coming back to New York especially. Like, I basically would be sleeping from 7:30 at night all the way until like 2 a.m. Yeah, and then I would feel so foggy during the day. So it was rough, but I've been pushing through, and this morning I finally woke up at a normal time. I woke up at 8 a.m. So yeah, definitely an improvement, but hopefully it goes up from here. But I wanted to talk to you all today because I thought it'd be interesting to show you my flying experience with Cathay Pacific, specifically on their business class on their A350 aircraft. I love watching these types of videos, and hopefully this will help you plan your future journeys as well. So let's get right into it. Okay, so first things first, I had a window seat for both of my trips flying to and from Hong Kong. And that was so nice because it just feels like a little room for yourself in the sky. And also the seat itself feels very private to begin with as well. So in terms of the seat itself, once you sit down, there is a control panel right next to you. And that control panel basically is like your remote, which connects to the TV, which is also touchless, by the way. The bed is a fully flat bed and it comes with linens from Bamford. It has a mattress and also a duvet cover as well, and a pillow. And that mattress honestly just makes such a difference in the world. I forgot to put the mattress on going to Hong Kong, and I just slept on the bed as is. And it was fine, honestly, like no complaints at all. But when I was coming back to New York, I decided to put the mattress on my seat, and oh my God, I literally felt like I was on a bed or something. But highly recommend you to definitely put the mattress on if it's available. So in your seat as well, there's also a little cabinet or a little cubby area where you can find your headphones, which are noise canceling headphones, and also just a power outlet, a USB charge as well, and also a little mirror, which this was a detail that I found really clutch as well, because when you're up in the sky and you want to do your makeup or skincare or anything, having this mirror at your seat is really nice because you don't have to get up to go to the bathroom and, you know, do your makeup and skincare and everything. You can just do it right on your seat. And then of course there is a massive table as well. It slides right through, and it is an expansive table, perfect for working and also for eating as well. So overall the seat itself is so comfortable. Okay, so if you're like me, I always find the amenities kit to be very exciting. So for this flight, they have an amenities kit from Bamford. Inside there's a full range of products, and I used every single one because they were all so amazing. But there is lip balm, there is a moisturizer for I think your face and your body. There's a face mist as well. And then of course you've got your toothbrush, your toothpaste. They have mouthwash as well, and they also have an eye mask as well. The bag itself is also really cute. I mean, I keep all of these bags every time I'm, you know, done flying because they make really good toiletries bag. I also like to use these little bags in the future for all my tech items. Okay, now onto the food. So food on the plane typically does not have the best rep, but I have to say Cathay Pacific, their food was phenomenal. So I can talk about what I ate exactly going to Hong Kong and also coming back as well. Okay, so let's start with going to Hong Kong first. Okay, so going to Hong Kong, we had breakfast first, and they have an array of options. I chose what was called the wellness breakfast, which was the most delicious chia seed pudding with raspberries on top, and it comes with a side of fresh fruit and also pastries of your choice. And then in the middle of the flight, I think a few hours before they serve dinner, I started getting really hungry, and they have an all-day menu. And on that menu, they have this item called the wonton noodles, which is my absolute favorite, so I had to order it. And then for dinner, so dinner is typically a 3-course meal. So for appetizer, I had the mushroom soup, which 10 out of 10, like one of the best mushroom soups I've had ever. Maybe because I've heard that everything just tends to taste better when you're on the plane. I don't know, I was having a blast when I was devouring the soup. And then for my main, you have different choices, but for me, I chose, I think this was spicy prawn with a bowl of jasmine rice. And then for dessert, I had a cheese platter, and then also I had a matcha tiramisu, which was, again, really, really good. Okay, and then on my flight coming back to New York, I took a photo of the menu this time. So for my appetizer, I had a carrot, ginger, and coriander soup with coconut cream. Again, really, really delicious. My main course, I decided to get a braised lion's head pork meatballs that came with vegetable rice as well. Then for dessert, I decided to skip the cheese platter because I was just honestly really full at that point, so I got a mango pudding. But what I love about Cathay Pacific is that for food, they have a huge array of options. They have international cuisines, and they also have a Hong Kong local dish as well, which tends to be their signature dish, which I absolutely love. Another amazing thing about Cathay Pacific is that they have an all-day menu. So the wonton noodles, just like I mentioned earlier, is part of the all-day menu. They also have here, at least for my flight coming back to New York, they had Hong Kong egg tart, they had pan-fried halloumi cheese with roasted vegetable ragu, pulled pork burger, and just a whole array of snacks like ice cream, caramel popcorn. And then for breakfast, so again, they have different breakfast selections. They have a wellness breakfast, lighter Chinese or Western, or an express breakfast, just depending on what you're feeling. So for me, this time I chose the Chinese breakfast, which was the seasonal fresh fruit, sliced beef, and mushroom congee with dim sum selection. And then I had a side of just a breakfast tea as well. But aside from food, they also have a huge array of fine wines, mocktails, cocktails, beers, coffee, tea, everything. You will definitely be well fed while you're up in the sky for sure. Okay, so next thing is entertainment. So if you're like me flying 16 hours on the plane, you definitely need to make sure that you have as many TV shows and movies as possible. And Cathay Pacific definitely does not disappoint. So they had an insane amount of movies and TV shows for you to select from. Let's talk about movies first. So movies, they had both Chinese and Western hits as well, and also classics. What really stuck out to me was that they had literally an endless array of options. For example, like they had a whole collection of basically all the A24 films. They also had everything from Marvel as well. They had the entire like Harry Potter, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings collection. I mean, it was a lot to choose from. So in terms of TV shows, again, also a huge amount of selection for you to choose from. For me, I really love binging TV shows, especially on the plane, because it's just an easy way for me to feel like the time is passing by a lot faster. So they had a whole selection of TV shows from HBO Max. So they had Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, Succession, Insecure. So on the plane, I decided to watch The Undoing, which is a show with Nicole Kidman from HBO Max. And I literally finished the entire season when I was on my flight going to Hong Kong. But yeah, in terms of entertainment, like movies and TV shows on Cathay Pacific, you will definitely be very satisfied. They have a huge array of options for you to choose from. And then in terms of Wi-Fi, so Wi-Fi, from what I remember, is not free. You do have to pay for it, but I have heard that the Wi-Fi on the plane is pretty fast. Okay, so overall experience on Cathay Pacific business class was amazing. 10 out of 10 for sure. I absolutely loved my entire 16-hour plane ride, and I don't think anyone can really ever say that. Of course, I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to sit in business class and have a fully flat bed. So hopefully this video was a little helpful for you, especially to understand what it's like flying Cathay Pacific and also sitting in their amazing business class suite. And it would mean the world to me if you would hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel for all of my future videos. But until then, I will catch you all in my New York City weekly vlogs.